I've looked at the list. Actually, I have to admit that I hadn't seen the list.
Yes.
I'm not impressed with the list.
You're not impressed?
I'm not impressed at all. Because when you look at the people who were named in the list, people who are some of them are people who are for the establishment. We want people who will be able to divorce politics and development. I'm looking at my colleague, Amos Wako. Mm-hmm. I remember we had the Amos draft, yes, the Wako draft, mm-hmm, of the Constitution, which was rejected. I respect my colleague very much, but I think there are certain people who are named here who are mostly for the establishment. People who will not be able to divorce politics from the reality on the ground. I also share the same sentiments with my brother Moses Kajwang, mm-hmm, that because the population, the majority of the population we have in this country now are between the ages of 18 and 35, it was imperative for that list to include youth. This business of just bringing in clergies, we know that the church has been used as a business. In fact, most of the problems we have in this country now, some of them are brought in by the fact that we forgive. You know, the church say forgive. But I want to remind them that we might forgive, but we might never forget. Mm-hmm. So it is important I'm actually disappointed, to say the least. I would have expected to see other people who have been in the movement, struggling, you know, to bring this change. People who are in the technical committee, who are working hard to bring in certain changes from the NASA side of it. But I'm just seeing some people brought from outside. So it's like in Maasai we say, Ledama. You become that little animal that dig holes for other people to come in and cave in them. Mm-hmm. So for me, in my strongest opinion, this list needs to be reworked. You need to bring in intellectuals. You need to bring in people who can be able to see the future of this country. Some of the things we are talking about is, you know, either or not. We need a referendum. We need people who can be able to explain to us, mm-hmm, the meaning behind why do we need these changes. Mm-hmm. You know? Yes. So for me, I'm really not impressed.